I'm running the marathon for Prostate Cancer Research Centre because my dad here had prostate cancer a few years back, and I ran the marathon 3 years ago and seen the positive reaction it had on him emotionally. It was amazing, and to do that again and to raise money for you guys, that's the only motivation for me, really. I don't really have any motivation to be a distance runner for any sense of the imagination. I'm not an athlete by any means, so it's purely for him and for you guys.
It just fills me with so much pride, actually, because having had the disease myself, and also my father died from the disease, for Adrian to just suddenly take on board, it's a kind of it was kind of like a responsibility, if you like, to start raising funds for your organisation. It just really makes me so proud to see him do it. My experience with prostate cancer was quite severe, and I was on life support for a couple of days, and that must have really sort of stayed in Adrian's mind for quite some time, until the point where it's surfaced and he's decided that he wants to do something about it.
I mean, my experience with prostate cancer was obviously, looking in from an emotional point of view. So not going through cancer itself, but trying to deal with the emotional effects of that as a family member. That's the most difficult thing I've ever been through, I think, and I suppose it is for a lot of families. So to do something like this, for me, is it's sort of counteracting that, I suppose. Creating something positive out of something negative, and running this is one way that I can do that, I think, or at least try to.
People should donate to this prostate cancer charity, because the advancements you're making in the treatment since I was diagnosed and since my father was diagnosed are so phenomenal that you're actually coming to a point where just in a future generation you're actually going to find a preventative cure, as opposed to being treated in the way that I was having to be treated. That's the end goal. That is the end game, is to make sure that people get cured as opposed to being treated.